The gavel slammed against the bench, the sharp crack echoing through the hushed courtroom. Judge Andrew Napolitano leaned forward, his voice sharp, commanding, and final. "Senator John Kennedy, this court finds you in violation of contempt. You will be fined $10,000, effective immediately." The crowd gasped. Cameras clicked. The air grew heavy. For a moment, even Kennedy's trademark calm demeanor flickered. A fine this steep, delivered in public, wasn't just about money, it was about humiliation. Judge Napolitano knew it, and Kennedy knew it too. But Kennedy, with that familiar southern drawl and a twinkle of steel in his eyes, simply straightened his tie and leaned back in his chair. He didn't argue. He didn't protest. He didn't even flinch. Instead, he smiled a smile that told everyone in the room that this battle was far from over. The day had started with fireworks. Kennedy had been summoned to court after a fiery Senate hearing where his blunt, unfiltered words clashed with Napolitano's interpretation of judicial boundaries. Kennedy's critics claimed he had crossed a line. His supporters argued he had simply spoken the truth that others were too timid to voice. Judge Napolitano, however, saw it differently. Known for his fierce independence and sharp wit, Napolitano was not a man who tolerated defiance. When Kennedy entered his courtroom, the judge saw not a senator but a man who needed to be put in his place. But Kennedy wasn't built to be tamed. After the fine was announced, reporters scrambled. Headlines flashed across the nation within minutes: "Napolitano humiliates Kennedy in court." Political rivals cheered, thinking it was the blow that would finally weaken the Louisiana senator. Yet behind the scenes, Kennedy was already at work. He didn't pay the fine immediately. Instead, he called a press conference. Standing in front of a sea of cameras, Kennedy's voice carried the weight of a man who had seen storms come and go. "Judge Napolitano has fined me for speaking my mind. I could write a check today, but this ain't about money. This is about freedom. If a judge can muzzle an elected senator for telling the truth, then tomorrow, they can muzzle you. And I'll be hogtied before I let that happen." The crowd erupted. Ordinary Americans, teachers, factory workers, veterans, single mothers saw in Kennedy's stand something personal. They had all felt silenced at one point in their lives. Now, Kennedy was standing for them. Napolitano watched the uproar grow, but he stood by his decision. He believed the law was on his side. Yet, what he underestimated was Kennedy's ability to turn adversity into momentum. Instead of bowing, Kennedy appealed the ruling. He argued not just on legal grounds, but on moral ones. His speeches lit up television screens across the country. "Judges are supposed to protect liberty, not punish it. I respect Judge Napolitano's robe, but robes don't make kings. In this country, T.